All right, so we are live now. And let's see, let me get the link. And we're just live with my screen.
Okay. So I won't be able to see your screen or the chats, I guess. Unless I split screen it or something.
Yeah. I guess if you don't have another device. I mean, you don't have to, like, right now, you could stop your screen share. You know, that way, you know, if we wanted you to show something in the game, then we'd bring it back up.
Okay.
Just wanted to see if that would work.
How that would work if I'm watching the stream and talking at the same time.
And let me also
see your screen.
All right, so we're back. We've got our warrior priest at level 13 after a couple sessions yesterday. We have got to go to the blacksmith to do a repair. And I figure I haven't actually done a solo video about blacksmith repair. So I'm going to edit this part of the video and make it solo after. So what does that mean, repair? That means that all of your equipment has a durability rating. As you're fighting and getting hit, your armor is losing durability. As you're hitting things with your weapons are losing durability. Once they get to 0, they are broken and they no longer work. So your armor doesn't give you any armor, any stats. Your weapons aren't adding to your damage, and you have to go and repair them. Also, right now, when you die, you lose quite a lot of durability, typically 2 deaths, and you're probably going to have some broken equipment. 3 deaths, definitely going to have broken equipment. And right now, if you duel, you also are going to be losing durability, just like you would if you died to a mob. So definitely don't want to die a lot. They are going to be tweaking durability in the upcoming... I want to equip that. That's pretty good. In the upcoming release, I guess, or update. But when you have to go repair, you're going to go to Ricksport. And just behind the bank is there's a little path, and it leads to the blacksmith. Now that's where the blacksmith is right now in this soft launch. You know, as of January 8, 2021, but I think there are plans to either add more blacksmiths, or also potentially just move the one into a more trafficked area, because people do have trouble finding this blacksmith. So for those watching, I'm just doing, because I have to repair anyway, I'm just doing a quick blacksmith tutorial so I can edit this video later and post it just as a durability and blacksmith video. So trying something new tonight. We always have great conversations on these streams. I'm just going, hey, L, Adrian, Barrett. Get to your questions in just a minute, Barrett and Adrian. I forgot. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do something a little bit different tonight. Trying out something. So one of the main contributors in chat on a lot of my streams has been Don. Don/Alpha is his. Is that actually your YouTube name as well, Don? Say hi in the YouTube chat as well. And yeah, you can say hi over audio.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And so Don, Don is my YouTube name too.
Perfect. So he's a number cruncher kind of guy. So he's taught us a lot. I mean, one of the things that, I learned yesterday, really late in the stream, is that healing power is based on your weapon damage. So one of the things we're going to be looking at as we level up, and maybe I can go to a vendor right now and find a better weapon. I've got this really terrible level 9 weapon with 39 damage. And if I look at, actually, I'm going to bump up. Well, let's see. I do want to max this out still. Bump up focus some more. And if we look at the heal I got on this guy right now, it's 192 to 288. So when we, sorry, here's the heal, 168 to 228. So when we get a new weapon, we're going to be testing that out again. But Don actually has a character who, what is the heal you can get up to with your Warrior Priest healer, Don?
Yeah, so just under 700.
Nice. And we're also set up to where if he goes into the game on his Android tablet, I'll be able to stream that as well. So maybe in a little while we'll have him log into that healing Warrior Priest. He's got some legendary weapons, and he's really focused on maxing that heal out, so we can see that in action. All right, so let's look at a couple of questions while we're zoning. How do you download the game? Find it on the App Store. Adrian, so right now it is in soft launch. Technically, it's available in the Philippines only. If you play on an Android device, or you can use an Android emulator like BlueStacks, you can download a free VPN called YUT, connect to a Philippines server, and then you'll see the game in the App Store or in the Google Play Store. You then just can go ahead and sign in with either a Google account or a Facebook account. I think those are the only two options. If you don't see it in the Play Store after you connect to the, I think it's EUT, isn't it, Aaron? Let me look. I always forget. So let's go to, EUT VPN. Should see it on the screen coming up right here. Back to full screen here. If you don't see it in the Play Store, what some people have had to do is clear the cache. Oh, did I say YUT? Sometimes I get a bit of dyslexia. So yeah, EUT. Thank you for that correction. You might have to clear the Play Store cache, and you can just Google that, how to do that, how to clear a Play Store cache on an Android device. Yeah, you can do that, Grim. They definitely don't suggest downloading the APK from third-party, services. I'd prefer to download a legitimate VPN, connect that way, and get the actual APK right from the Play Store. Hey, Richard, what's going on? Richard, one of the things we're doing different today is I've got a special guest, Don, who is really been contributing in the chat and crunching some numbers so we understand more about how the game mechanics work. And he's on with me via audio. If there's any other contributors that want to join via audio, Richard, including you, and you can get on a Zoom call. You don't have to be on video or anything. Neither Don or I are on video, but you can join the Zoom call. I could send you the link, and then we can chat. I got no problem with that. We're also set up to, if anybody we may watch Don's gameplay in a little bit, so he can show us the optimizations he's done on his Warrior Priest healer. And he'll be able to share his screen via Zoom while he's playing, and then I am going to be able to stream that. So we may get to that in a little bit. Let me just look at some of the other questions. So Barrett, if equipment broken, does it reduce added stats to 0 or just like 20%? I think 0, but does anybody, Don, do you know the answer to that? Is it actually 0? And if you're talking, Don, you may be muted. Oh, I was not paying attention to my screen and I died. That will happen from time to time when I'm streaming. So I don't know if I lost Don on Zoom. Let me check. I don't think I did. No, we still got him, but he's muted. So maybe he had. I know he's got some kids. He may be away from the computer for a second. So we'll find out the answer to that. Maybe Richard will answer. Let's see. Grim, yeah, I do find the Warrior Priest a little bit slow to level. You know, anytime you've got a melee class, and this is really with all the melee classes, if you don't get lucky and find better weapons in the from the vendors, then it's going to be slow, right? If you're level, 13, almost 14 like I am, using a level 9 gray or silver weapon, it's going to be a lot slower than if you happen to upon a legendary or an epic weapon early on that's got twice as much damage. Where that affects casters a little bit, like archmages, but not quite as much. And I'm not even sure it affects engineers quite as much because their turret's going to be adding some damage as well. All right, so let me finish this quest. So we are 14 now. I don't even remember when I leveled up. I don't remember if that was just before we started here or not.
I'm back, Nylock. Sorry,
Okay.
I had to step away for a second.
No, I understand. So one of the things somebody asked that I didn't quite know the answer for, I thought maybe you did, was when your equipment reaches 0 durability and it's broken, does it go to 0 stats, or is there still a percentage of those stats that are still valid, like 20% or anything? Have you checked on that?
So the testing that I've seen and that I've done is that some of your specials actually still work with a broken weapon, and I'm sure that's a bug, but I have not seen anything other than autos affected by a broken weapon.
That makes so like you're saying that you could have a completely broken weapon and the bonuses it gives to heals and your skills would still work from what you've seen?
That's right.
Oh, that's cool. Right. And again, we don't know, is that a bug? Is that just an oversight, or is that by design? I guess we'll eventually find out. Let's see, Grim, for sure. Think that's what's going to make me go engineer, at least for Elise. Would like to get a max character because there won't be a hell of a lot of end game. Can do a slower character second. Yeah, I agree, Grim, because you're really not going to have that problem leveling up second carrier, right? You're going to have all the gold you need to buy heal potions and to buy whatever weapons are available in the auction house. Or you don't even start that second character. Let's say you want to play a warrior priest. You don't even start them until you've got, a bunch of different good weapons and armor kind of banked and ready for them. Ooh.
So the quest that you're working on right now, Nylac, there's 2 ways to play that. If you notice in the chat, you can also just kind of answer the other way, right, and just pick up the crates. Actually, when you answer the other way, you have to fight. You don't have to fight 2 groups. You don't have to fight this group at all.
Oh, okay.
And they send you over to the.
Now, is it better? Is one? I've noticed that, but I haven't tested. Is one better than the other as far as experience goes?
It's less fighting. So
yeah.
If you choose the other way.
Gotcha. The coward's way. We'll call that the coward's way. Yeah, we can definitely do that, Aaron. In fact, yeah, I want to get this guy to 15, and then if we're still got time, we can do all kinds of testing. I'm set up to Basically stream Don's screen, and then I can do us side by side as well. So one of the things we can really do, and I think Don's done a lot of this testing already, is you know, he's put on a legendary weapon. What do you have? 100 damage legendary? Did you say?
So yeah, I've got two weapons. I've got the one-hander and then the two-hander. My one-hander is the yellow, and the purple is my two-hander.
Okay. Did you get those from the shop yourself, or did you get those from the auction house?
I got the one-hander from the vendor and the two-hander from the auction house.
Nice.
Yeah, so reputation, cannot say enough about it. If you have the time to grind the reputation, grind it up to max. I've burned through a few gold just cycling through the vendor, and it does make a difference what the vendor offers. Yep.
So what Don's talking about there, and we'll go to the vendor here real quick. Let me turn this quest in rather. Let me go back to the vendor, see if I can get a better weapon. Then we'll come back and do that quest. And
so yeah, it's worth noting that the drops right now from the mobs only go up to level 12. And the vendor's the one that offers the 13, 14, and 15s right now.
Right. Let's actually, here's what we're going to do, because I don't have rep on this guy. So I don't need that. Let me just check and see if there's anything I need in here. So what I'm going to do, actually, play a little game here. I'm going to load up another instance of BlueStacks. Whoops. That is my Warrior Priest tank, who does have the max rep, and he's got a bunch of gold on him. I'm not going to burn through a bunch. I want to save some gold for when the update comes, because you've got to assume that there's going to either be vendors outside of the city that you're going to be able to buy better weapons from, you know, very quickly. It's better than what you can get in these vendors, or maybe as you level up and you get to 16 and higher, maybe these vendors will sell you higher level weapons. I'm not sure, but one thing's for sure, when the game becomes live, I don't see a lot of people doing what they've done during the soft launch, which is just to spend gold cycling through these vendors. There's no reason to do that. You would just level past it and get the next higher level weapon. They'll become obsolete very quickly. All right, so I don't know what has happened to my BlueStacks on this side. There we go. All right, so I'm just loading into my other character. And I'm going to move that. You're going to see it kind of come across the screen for a second. We'll actually do something fun. We'll put them side by side. Why not? All right, so we've got my healer priest here. And I've actually never done this before, but I'm pretty sure whatever my other warrior priest gets to show up in the vendor, I will be able to buy with this guy. And this is kind of cheating. I was trying to get this guy all the way to 15 without, you know, kind of, you know, cheating with other characters. But, you know, all it is now to get to 15 is just grinding. It's really not a big deal.
We'll see you later, Grim. Something that I noticed as well is when the vendor refreshes at the reset, if you're the one at the vendor's items, if it's, I don't know if it was just me, but it popped up 2 low level 15s with the same reset.
Oh, nice.
And I see good items when I'm the only one looking at the vendor when it refreshes. So
I mean, I could see him potentially coding that. I mean, as long as you're looking, as long as you're inside of the vendor, like in this window here,
Right. Right.
I can't imagine them doing it by proximity. We might have to wait until this. One thing I would never do is be spending money at a vendor if somebody else is standing by, because you know, they could very easily just snipe everything that you buy. And I actually have some stuff on this guy that, you know, so I'll probably transfer a few things over maybe, you know, now that we're done. But let's take a look. So yeah, we're going to look for the lowest level stuff first and start purchasing it, kind of get that all out of here, and then we'll just purchase from the bottom. It can start to get expensive once you've gotten all the crappy items out of there. I'm going to grab these because those will probably be an upgrade for my warrior priest. I don't know, maybe we'll spend a couple gold. We'll just keep going through and see if we can get lucky. Nothing so far. Level 8. I wish the range and level wasn't so great here. I wish, you know, if I'm buying with a level 15, you know, don't give me so much level 3 stuff. You know, there's a level 3. What am I going to do with that? I almost wish this vendor was specific to me as well, rather than anybody who comes up on it gets to use the same things that I unlock. That way they could tailor it a little bit more to my level and my rep rather than everybody else's. There's a level 15 weapon, so that's good to throw in the bag, but that was a picket, not a two-hander. There's another pick, level 15. I'm not getting too lucky here. Make sure I'm doing this with the right guy, but yeah, he definitely has 15k rep. And I've seen much better. So I wonder if there's a bug or a trick to it. I definitely have seen much better results than this. Don, haven't you seen much better results than I'm having right now?
Yeah, I think it's just the luck of the draw right now.
That's a nice purple.
But you are maxed.
Yeah, let's go out, and maybe what we should do, and so I'm maxed in a few different factions. Oops, stats. And so it's the pretty sure it's the Marienburg Signataries, right, for this one? No, it's the yeah. You're right. So let's check something. Maybe I need to go out and kill something that gives me that faction. You know, maybe there's some bug that if since the last time you logged in, you haven't killed something of that faction. I don't know. Because every time I tried it before, that was the case. Like I had just got done grinding, but I haven't done it since I did a fresh login. I don't know if you did last time, but
yeah, so I didn't notice.
I think these malcontents, right? These give that faction. But the funny thing is, it's I'm going to kill one, but it's not actually going to give me the faction because I'm maxed. So we'll just kill one of those and then we'll go back. All right, so 7 gold. Maybe we'll spend down to 7 gold or so. I don't want to go crazy.
You also have your lower level looking at the same shop that might be affecting it.
That's true. That's true. That's boy, that would be really interesting if that's the case. Let's get out of this. Wouldn't that be interesting? I'm going to come back in. Again, that's why I think the shop should be separate. Like what I see potentially should be different than what you see, in my opinion. But yeah, this has been the first time that I started working on faction. It felt like every third thing was something of a color, whether it be green, purple, yellow. I've got a whole bank full of items, and I spent probably only like 3 gold. But this has been a really bad run. That's a good question, Sean. I don't know if I know the answer to that, Don, because I didn't start. So Sean is asking, does rep move up based on level, and is 15K the max because we're level 15? And maybe it's 1,000 per level.
Great question.
Yeah, I never
I've
tested
always
it.
flown through the levels so fast that, yeah.
Yeah, you don't stop and do rep at level 4 or something. All right, that's about all I want to spend on this shop. So we'll spend a second just to trade this guy some stuff here. I mean, just about everything's going to be an upgrade. Damaged items cannot be traded. So level 7, level 3. That'll be an upgrade for now. And then I know I picked up a level 15. Although the level 15 was a pickaxe, I think. Not a pickaxe. What else are upgrades here? Might be
I think I've got a better pick that I can give you.
Oh, do you? Well, I need a great hammer. Unless that's all we have is. But yeah, that's what I'm using, and should be using on the healer at least.
They seem to be more rare, at least I experienced from these vendors. Is these two-handers, and it was the same with the Slayer. Getting the great axe.
Yeah, and I could check the auction house too. Let me throw this guy off to the side here. Go back full screen and see what I should equip. This is always a tough call. I mean, plus 8 armor is pretty good, but I lose 2 weapon skill. You know, gain some initiative, some fire resist. Don't know how valuable those are. Now, if I go with, that's probably worth it. If I go with the one-handed weapon in the shield, does that mean I actually can't use my heal?
That's right. So what I did is hot swap. Just use one of your rows to hot swap the two-hander with the 2 one-handers.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain.
But at this point, at 15, you're only really healing between fights. You don't need it in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, let me set up to do that, I guess. So... Yeah, I mean, I played around with quick swaps, with hot swaps, on one of my other characters.
It's a little buggy in that I think you have to move. You can't just be standing still and hot swap. You have to shimmy a little bit. And I don't know if it's the graphics or what, but it doesn't doesn't equip it until you've moved a little bit.
Right. Well, it's also just a little. Now it might be better. I don't know on on a tablet, on a PC where you're kind of clicking everything with a mouse. Yeah. It's kind of a pain to. It's kind of a pain to swap through these things, but we'll give it a try. So I'm gonna click this, then I can heal, and then go back. Although what I should do is probably put the heal on this bar as well. So let me do that real quick, and then we'll get back to leveling. If you want to, I know you won't be able to see chat for a second, but if you want to fire up the game on your Android, or if I don't know if you have a phone, you can bring up the YouTube chat on your phone. But if you bring up your warrior priest, we can, watch you for a second, watch some of your heals and whatnot. I've got to sell some of this equipment. I'm quite overburdened. See if anything else is upgradable. That. Bag, I will say bag maintenance is a little bit of a pain, but that's kind of the way it is in classic style MMOs. At least when you start off, you don't have a lot of bag space and you're picking up just a ton of junk that you have to sell. So hopefully that lessens as we get more bag space later on. Let's see.
Let me know when you're available to trade. I want to give you this hammer real quick.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can go ahead now.
If it'll let me. Oh, wait, it's the healer.
Yeah, the Nylak healer. I don't know if that'll bug you or not.
Yeah, too many trade requests.
Huh. Might have to. Here, let me try and trade with you. Who are you, the Saint?
Yeah.
I sent a request. There you go. Just hanging out with epic weapons or with legendary weapons that are extra. That way, when one breaks, you just swap in another one.
Yeah, that was one of the vendor bonus gifts.
Nice. Let me hot swap that one then. So we're gonna go here. Can't tell if that actually. Yeah, I guess it did. I'm gonna move these. Sign here, and then we're gonna do the heal right next to the great hammer for now. So now I equip these. That should increase my damage quite a bit. Go grind out these last couple levels, or one level, I guess, I'm down to. Got almost a full level left though, which is kind of surprising.
Where did you go?
Oh, I'm headed to where am I going? Just outside of Salty Crow Inn. I've got a quest to complete, and I'll probably just grind away on stuff as I move on. I'm on the wrong page though. There we go. What is overburden effect? Definitely affects run speed. Don, what else does overburden affect? You know?
That's really it.
Yeah, it doesn't
slows you down.
Doesn't affect weapon speed or anything like that. You wouldn't want to go check the auction house for me. You don't have to buy it. Just check it to see if there's any good two-handers in there, and then you can either buy it and I can give you the gold, or I can run over there.
Yeah, no problem. I think the server has caught on that the two-handers are necessary.
Yeah.
I don't see them in the auction house.
Even if I could just find a silver, you know, level 15 once I get there, those are
yeah,
good.
you want a high damage.
Yeah.
That's really what you want.
Now I will say that you know, that is going to stay more relevant for longer if you can happen to come across a 100 damage legendary early on. You know, it may be a little while before like silvers or 100 damage. You know, you may not get one until it's level 25 or something. It's definitely an interesting mechanic to have weapon damage add to your skills and your heals like that. I can't think of another game I can remember that's done that.
So there is one two-hander there. It's just more than I've got gold because I
how much is it?
4 gold.
And what's the is it a really good one?
It's really good. It's level 13.
How much
yellow,
damage?
87 damage.
Okay, let me
and it's got 6 focus. The focus will help the heal too.
Yep, let me I don't like this bug here where it throws my screen off. I'll log the other guy back in. He's got my gold. Shouldn't spend it. I should wait for the update, but what are you gonna do?
Make more.
Yeah, exactly. I've got some more factions to grind. All right. Probably somebody watching the stream running off to snipe it. double the price. Can you finish the quest? Catch the mastermind. Subdue Elisa. Sure. Thanks, Thomas. So I think I've got to come down here to finish that, right? There are some similarities, Wendell. You know, it's more of a classic MMO. You know, feel like Celtic Heroes, where combat's a little bit slower. You know, it's not one of those, you know, newer MMOs where people are jumping around all crazy, like, you know, trying to avoid mobs and just jumping around all spastic. It's more, you're using your combos, you're using your skills in a certain order, nice and slow and steady. But it's also, you know, like Celtic Heroes, where, you know, those newer MMOs, you're gonna run into a mob of 10 people and fight them all at once. You're not gonna do that in this kind of a game or Celtic Heroes. You know, most likely if you jump into a group of people, I'm gonna go that way. A group of people your same level, and you take on more than Typically more than 2, but definitely, 3 of 1 and 2 star skulls or 1 and 2 skulls. You're probably going to die. You at Wendell, are you a big Warhammer lore guy? I never actually knew a lot about Warhammer until I played Warhammer Online. How about you, Don? Do you follow Warhammer at all as far as books and the tabletop game and those kind of things?
No, I didn't. I saw in the forum somebody called it something like a low-budget Tolkien or something. It's kind of how I saw it growing up anyway. It was the less popular.
Right. A low-budget what?
Tolkien,
oh, right, yeah,
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah. Still, of course, takes a lot of inspiration from Tolkien, as all fantasy pretty much does.
Yeah.
That guy was just a genius in regards to what came out of his head. Not the easiest books to read, though, I will say. I think I read them when I was a lot younger, and just the way they're written in that older English makes them a little tough.
I don't know how close you are. That hammer is still available, looks like.
Oh, yeah. Let me finish this quest real quick. And then, let's see. So let me do my swap. Heal. Eat some food. Do I still have food? Not much food.
Yeah, it's actually better than the one I'm using.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm logging that guy in now.
I thought I had a purple. Mine's only the blue hammer.
That'll be some good testing. All right, so we're gonna jump into this battle here. Let's switch back. Hammer and shield. That on. Fire this off. I wish that skill that attacks mobs, I wish it was more of a whirlwind where it attacks them kind of everything in 360. It's only kind of a cone, things that are in front of you. And it can definitely be easy to miss with. Mobs kind of tend to try and surround you sometimes.
Yeah, in general, it looks like the mid-tier, mid-level skills that are AoE are those cone effects, where it looks like the later ones maybe.
Right.
Are the radius.
Richard, so I finished that. Was there a specific reason why you wanted me to finish that? Well, at least I killed the mobs. I guess I'm going to finish it right now when I report back to Trooper Hone. Aaron, yeah, I didn't play a ton of D&D. I had a couple of cousins that were really into it, and there'd be times where I would spend the night at their house, and they would GM, and I would play, and I liked it. In fact, the name, I talked about this on a stream a couple of days ago. The name Nilak came from a D&D character I had when I was probably 8 or 9, named Kalen, and that was my first ever quest character. And then all I did was basically reverse the name, and then I kind of stuck with Nilak ever since. Really don't get the point of this quest. Don, do you figure out what the point of this is? It just kind of keeps popping up that you can kill this guy. It doesn't seem to give faction, doesn't really give a lot of experience, if any. Talking about where you, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but where you go see Lieutenant Call and he tells you to fight Trooper Talzin. You may have walked away or you're muted, one or the other. You're still connected, but you are muted, so you may have had to walk away.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh, it's all right.
So as far as I've seen, that it only it doesn't affect your reputation or anything. Doesn't, just gives you a couple copper.
Right. Oh, let me take a small break here. Let me where's my other screen here? This one. Bring this guy over. Go to the auction house. See if we can pick up that legendary. At least four or 5 gold, whatever it is, it's worth it, because you'll spend that trying to get it out of the vendor anyway. I wish I would have checked there probably before I spent another 3 gold just a little bit ago. I imagine those weapons, though, after a while, after a couple months of the game, when people are starting to max out characters, however long that takes, and they've got a ton of gold and they're starting new characters, those early legendaries and epics are going to go for a lot of money in the auction house. Would be my guess. There's the Saint holding down the auction house, making sure nobody snipes. It might, Aaron. It wasn't until is this the one here? Yeah, that's it. Warrior Priest, Great Hammer. Is it a buyout? Only 4 gold. We will take it. So that's going to allow us to do some good testing. But yeah, I didn't realize that weapon damage had so much effect on heals. I don't even think I knew it affected your skills. I figured it just affected your autos. Overburden, of course, now. Let's see if I got any messages over here on Discord. Nope. Oh, make sure I don't I'm stuck. This happens sometimes on BlueStacks. There we go. Oh, my keyboard's acting weird. I gotta remember not to equip it on this guy. Need to go trade it. Some auction house stuff expire. There's my mall.
I can take it over to your other guy if you want.
Do I trust you? That's the question.
You know where to find me.
You're gonna get caught scamming on live stream, man. Let's see. Also bring. Actually, I think I already checked these out. I can't trade the damage stuff. I forgot. I really got to sell on this guy. Waiting for. Wait. Did I give it to the right person? I didn't. I almost gave it to the wrong person. I hope he didn't accept that. That's gonna suck if he accepted that. Let me see if I still have it. I think I canceled it in time. I didn't realize there was another warrior priest sitting right next to me. Okay, we still got it. That would have sucked. He's probably like, no, I'll take it. Oh yeah, we got too many trade requests. Let's teleport to oh, there we go. Yeah, Sean, that would have been bad. Sean, if you want to be on the stream with audio, let me know. I can send you the link to Zoom in band if you've got a mic and stuff. The Saint, that's you, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
All right, and I'm gonna log this guy out. It's not. System doesn't run great with.
Are you still up by the Salty Crow?
I'm not, but that's where we can go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. We'll go out there in that travel. You saw that, Richard. Richard, so I completed that quest. I didn't know, was there a reason why you wanted me to complete it, or was it just bothering you seeing that the quest wasn't done?
That says you're overburdened.
Oh, you can't trade when you got no space left? All right. Bag maintenance. Oh, trouble finishing it as far as killing those guys? I'm just going to recycle some stuff here. All right, too many trade requests. Can you trade with me? Hopefully they fix that bug. Get a few bugs worked out of trading. I also wish you could trade from anywhere in the zone. Little bit of a pain to have to get right next to a person. I don't really understand the point behind that. It seems like just an annoyance. Oh, no, yeah, it is the same, Sean, so no problem. All right, we're going to assign this to this hotspot. Equip it. All right, so let's see what that does to our heal. Do a little comparison here. So let's look at Hammer of Sigmar first. So 307 to 460 with that weapon. 321 to 392 with the other hammer. And then our heal. So now we're up to 295 to 399 with that legendary hammer. If we go back to the pick and shield combo, we're at healing hand. Yeah, 260 by 360. Was that a big 260 by 360? So not a huge difference, about 30 points, I guess. But I guess the weapon damage isn't that different, right? So one is 78 and one is 87. If I compare it to what I was using before, which I think was like, might have sold it. I think it was around this, like around 34 damage. And I go to my heal, 166 to 224. So definitely. What was the formula you figured out, Don?
For the heals?
Yeah.
So heals are affected by three things, just like damage. You got the weapon damage itself. You got the primary stat that affects whatever it is, and then you've got the secondary stat. So you've got a primary stat that says increases physical damage, and then you got another stat that says slightly increases physical damage or magic damage for archmages.
Okay.
The weapon itself appears to be on a curve. It's the lower damage, the lower damage comparisons in the weapon that you're doing, you'll see a bigger jump in your heals as you get closer and closer to the higher damage, like the difference between a 30 and 34 weapon damage. You'll see a jump of like 10 points of heal per weapon damage. But then as you get closer to, say, 96 to 100, you'll only see, I think it was 5.2 or something. It's like half of the heal points per weapon damage. So it starts to level off. But going back to the primary and the secondary stats. The primary stat seems to affect your minimum and maximum for the heal. And I'm remembering from the spreadsheet that I put together, but it was, the minimum was like 2.7 points of heal on the minimum side per focus, and then 3.7 on the maximum side per focus. And then you look at the secondary stat, which is weapons for warrior priests. The minimum side, you get anywhere from 0.5 to 0.7 points of heal per weapon stat on the minimum side. On the maximum side, you get 1. So when you're looking at the range of the heal in the skill description, you got the min max. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So yeah, weapon damage affects your heals up to at least 100 damage, about 2 to 3 times as much as focus.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Aaron. I'll have to read all that on paper, to be honest. It's a lot to absorb. While you're playing. Aaron made a good point. I got this nice hammer, and then I wasn't even using it. I was still hot swapping, even though my other. This is better now than my one-hander and shield. And then it's a lot easier to heal. I am correct that you cannot hot swap in combat, right?
You can.
You can? Okay, I wasn't able to.
As long as you're moving, like I said, it seems kind of quirky like that. You can't just stand still and hot swap.
Interesting.
I think it has something to do with the graphics. It's kind of like overlaying the turrets for engineers. You can't do that if you step just to the
that
side
took
of
me
it.
a little while to figure out. The whole, I just thought that was bugged. And then we were on that one stream, and somebody said, no, just move a little bit, and you'll be able to lay the turret down. Let's see what the heal is. So 428. I mean, I can start to get down with this now. I mean, I talked a lot of trash about the warrior priest heal yesterday, saying how underpowered it is, but I could see that if they made it much more powerful at base, and then people got these overpowered weapons, they'd be healing way too much for their level.
Okay, and then now imagine dropping just 3 action points in that level 12 heal, and you add 30%.
Right. Which I could still do. I've got 4 saved up. The question is right now for I think I'll probably save it, because I may play this guy in when the update comes, and I think I want this skill at I want Hammer of Sigmar with that extra 50% damage. But then I can start dropping. That's right, because I could drop my first 3 points into Healing Hand and get another 30%. And I might stop there. I mean, the cooldown's okay, but I don't know if you need it.
Yeah, this seems like one of those classes that you want to sprinkle your points around, where I know that a lot of the other classes you really want to try to push 1 or 2 skills to their max.
Right.
To try and milk as much as you can out of that skill, but this one seems like you want to balance it.
Right. Except for that first skill damage, getting that 50% bonus at level 6 is pretty big.
Yeah, it's nice. I've never run it that way, but it would be nice.
Yeah, I haven't either, so we're gonna see, because my tank spec, I wanted to see what it was like for any full righteous shield, and so that's what I did with that guy. I saved all my points, went all 15 in the righteous shield, and it's pretty nice, but I probably wouldn't do it over some other things, because you're still a lot of times waiting for the cooldown, even at 30 seconds. Yeah, but getting a good weapon makes all the difference, because now I'm just chewing through these guys.
Yeah.
You know, when I need to heal, boom. You know, good thing mana potions, energy potions are plentiful, because I am burning through some energy really quick.
So a good weapon is a double-edged sword, though. I found out if you're killing everything with only 1 or 2 strikes, then you're not able to build up that faith.
True.
On that 3rd strike.
This will be a fun fight. This is always kind of fun. I'm probably going to wait until... I think these guys all aggro. Should be able to take them, but I'm going to wait till Righteous Shield is up. What else can I dump to get underburdened? Not too concerned with losing a few copper here and there. I don't have any of the jewelry on this guy yet. I should go and check if those things are up too. Just drop a bunch of this stuff. Yeah, one thing they definitely need is a lock button on equipment to make sure that you don't sell it, drop it, or trade it.
Yeah, so they added that star, and that's how I've been doing it, to kind of give me at least a visual indication. That's one I don't want to sell.
Right.
I mark it as a favorite.
See, like right there, that guy got behind me, and then I missed him. See how they kind of just, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but they kind of just sneak around you.
Yeah, I can't see it. I'm watching on my screen. Did you get him?
Yeah, I killed all 3 of them. Yeah, it seemed like something's still hitting me though. Still losing health. You see that?
Just run out of the area.
Invisible mob or something. Now that I'm not hot, it's gonna kill me. Gotta use a heal potion.
I'd say keep running, because anything that's attacking you would be tethered, and it'll leash back. There you go. You're out of combat.
Yeah, let me take a second and get rid of those. I don't need a hot swap anymore, so I want to remove all that stuff. Definitely don't want let's see, so get rid of all. How can you actually do that? How can you remove stuff
from your hot swap?
Yeah.
You have to equip something that you're going to end up dropping into that slot.
Looks like you can double click them.
Oh, nice.
Yep, if you double click them, it just takes everything off. I don't like having something on that 3rd bar. Well, now it's just stopping on a blank 3rd bar. That's a pain.
When you zone, it'll delete it.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Early thoughts or feelings on Slayer tank versus Warrior Priest tank, and Warrior Priest heals versus AM heals. I didn't play Slayer as a tank, so I can't necessarily speak to it.
I spent a good part of today doing a Slayer tank, just playing around, and I realized they are squishier.
Yeah.
They are good one-on-one, but if you get multiple mobs, because of that doom, they seem to melt pretty quick. Right.
And it's really hard to use doom effectively, it seems like right now, because you can't see it you don't see how much doom you have. And are there any skills at this point that use the doom? Yeah,
so the DPS tree has a multiplier depending on how much doom you've got. At the end of it, it's like the level 15 one.
But nothing on the tank side?
On the tank side, it's a reverse. So it's got a couple of skills. It's got one that lets you reduce the amount of doom you've got with the strike. And then the other one is you absorb your doom absorbs more of the damage. So one is defensive, one is offensive for you.
And were you able to use those? Did you use those during your tank spec?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I put it full in the damage absorption, and it ended up being 30% of the damage that I should have taken was absorbed by the doom.
Okay.
And then if you use a little strategy, if you use the level 12 skill with 1 rage built up, then it drops 15% of the doom that you built up. So you take even less damage.
Right. Yeah. And that's why I think having the bar is going to be important. Hopefully they're going to show you when is it going to basically take the doom from you and convert it to damage so that you can try and use it before then.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine is going to be part of the strategy, so that you take less damage if you can use stuff out of the doom pool. Almost to level 15 here, just kind of grinding away at these quests. But the legendary weapon, it's all about the weapon.
Yep.
You know, like any game really is all about the equipment, any MMO.
And I think it'll be less about the actual damage as we get higher in the damage, and more about the actual stats it gives you, like focus and weapons.
Right. I mean,
I'm based on that curve.
I'm hitting these guys for 439 right now with 1 righteous saved up on that first skill. There's a 529, and I still got to get, if I get that 50% bonus. Let me go to the probably should go to the last zone and finish that one last quest. What's going on, Nando? Oh, and then you were also, Aaron, asking about the warrior priest heals versus archmage heals. I imagine it's very similar. I mean, I would say the archmage heals are not quite as dependent on the weapon to be good or to be usable. The warrior priest heal without a good weapon is almost unusable, right? It's, you know, what I had before I got this weapon was just pitiful. It was, you know, like 200 hit points. Archmage, though, with overcast, you can get really good heals without a great weapon. But I imagine, did you test that, Don? Does the archmage heal also get affected by weapon damage?
It's more affected by focus, but no, you're right. I need to test that. I've got an archmage healer. I need to do that.
So do I. That needs to be tested for sure, because that'll really be if it's not, then the warrior priest will catch up and surpass him pretty quickly. If it's if the warrior priest's heal is affected by weapon damage, but the archmage isn't, because you got to assume weapon damage is only going to get better and higher as you level up.
Yeah, I have to believe it is the same.
Yeah, I would say, and it might not be the same multiplier, you know, but if it's not, that disparity will quickly start to show itself. A dev did say, I think yesterday, that warrior priests really come into their own as far as healing in later levels, and I could see that, but they're also coming into their own if you get a good weapon, as we see now. This might be the character I was thinking about playing my tank, but this might be the one I take into the forest first once they open it up.
Yeah, I guess it's also timing of the heals, the cooldowns. Right. Archmage, you can get off 2 heals in the time that a warrior priest can get 3 heals off.
Right.
But Archmage has the range. Their heals is 6 meter, where warrior priest is 1 meter. So you basically have to be running up, stand right next to the person you're healing.
Which typically is going to happen naturally because you're in the you're going to be in the fight, right? And so the guys who need heals should be technically right next to you. I don't even think I'm going to make it across the bridge before I level, I'd say.
Yeah, and I think that's why they added those auras to the warrior priest heal, because you're going to be standing next to your group.
Which aura for later ones?
Yeah, you got a lifesteal aura with your warrior priest, and you've got a regen aura. Oop, I think I took that.
All right. Yeah, really interested. Yeah, the energy is definitely draining faster. Which I don't know why. I mean, I should be using any more energy just because I have a better weapon. I think just because I'm maybe fighting faster.
Yeah, you're in combat nonstop.
All the time. You grind rep when the game goes live. No, Aaron, absolutely not. And you won't need to, right? Oh, there's a crash. Save me, Saint.
I got you.
I should have had somebody following me around all these times. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this coming out on iOS, and hopefully being more stable than BlueStacks. But no, I won't grind rep unless we find that those same vendors are giving out the even higher level gear than level 15, then it will be worth it. I think it only took me like 6-7 hours to grind up to 15K. Not a lot of viewers tonight. We got up to 10 to 11 at one point, but you're not seeing a lot of it, not as action in the in Discord chat, too much anymore. See what they're talking about. I mean, I put something in there an hour and 15 minutes ago, and there's only been a couple of posts since then. General chat's a little bit more active. I'll have to catch up on that later. Let's see if I've timed out yet.
Yeah, you just blinked out.
The one thing I like about Celtic Heroes is if you crash or you just close the app and then log back in, it'll tell you a character's already logged in just once. You try again, it'll boot them out and get you in. This one, it truly needs a timeout. Do you have good weapons on your Archmage healer? Like a good weapon, and then you can just buy a crappy weapon to test?
Yeah.
Once I hit 15. I don't know when I did that. Maybe right before I crashed. All right, let me just kill these guys that are aggro on me, and then what is the last skill? Extra heal. Last action.
Yeah, you can gain up to like 32%.
So you get by default an extra 5%.
So early on, I don't see a lot of value in that added heal because you've just got the one heal,
right?
And you got to spend 15 action points to get it up to that 32%.
Yeah,
but if you can apply that to all of your heals later,
and we're getting this 50% damage. Boom. So now that guy says 364 to 545 with an additional 40% when you have 1 faith. So let's go. Oh, I got a stat up too. See, I've got 950 hit points, which is about half of my heal is about half of that right now. And that's probably what I would target as I was leveling. I would probably go back and forth between wounds and focus. Keep weapon at max, and then go back and forth between wounds and focus. I want to get this up to even 1,000 though, at least. Didn't quite get there. So that my heal is always doing about half my health, I think is a good balance. So Faith Barrett is, so every class has, when they're completing their third, I think it's their third swing of auto, you see this bar up here that's got 3, and now it just got to the third one. For a warrior priest, it's called Faith. Wait, is it called Faith? Is that right? Yeah.
That's right.
It's called Faith. I don't. Do you remember, Don, some of the other ones? What
Yeah,
the other classes?
Archmage is Reserve, and then Slayer is Rage.
Yep. And so then that gives your skills extra things. So I only have skills that will utilize up to 1 of them. So if I hit this, it's going to give an extra 40% damage. If I do my heal, which I need to do, it's going to give extra heal. And some skills you can save up to 3 of those. And if you get up to 3, then you use it, it'll do a whole bunch more damage. That 3 skull with the 500 and something, which is not too bad. Let's get this heal going. Excuse me. So 417 heal, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's a cool mechanic they've added, and I think it's really going to play out nicely as you get more skills later on and figure out different combos to use. The only thing I'm really concerned about is the fact that you only have 4 slots before you have to swap. I find that with all you're going to end up with, what do we count? 9 skills, I think, that are at least at level 1. That you can use at level 50. It seems like that's a lot of moving along the hotbar here if you're using them all. And that's 9 actual skills. You have more things because some are passive, but 9 of them are actual things you can cast. So that's it. That's the warrior priest. Healer. Struggled a little bit leveling him early on. Now he's at level 15, kind of coming into his own. DPS is decent. Now that I've got that level 1 skill all the way maxed out. Heal is decent. One thing I would say at this level, though, I still feel like I'm not a tank, but I'm still wearing heavy armor. I still feel like the damage I take is pretty significant. Hopefully the disparity between plate armor and other armors grows as levels go up and equipment gets better. What do you think, Donna? Do you feel, I don't know if you're still here, but do you feel like you take just as much damage on your tank and your tanky classes as you do with some of your glass cannon classes when you get hit?
Yeah, so I built mine just a little bit different, I think, in that I invested in that, I think it's Sigmar's Chosen, that boosts your armor.
Okay.
So I've got an additional 25% to my armor, and I feel I want to use the word super tanky.
That's on your healer class you did that?
Yeah, that's right.
What level? What skill is that? What level do you get that?
Level 9.
Okay.
So that's open to both spec trees. And yeah, I took mine to level 4. And that boosts 25% armor, so I'm running around with 167 armor.
Right. Aaron, I mean, that is true that my armor is gray and green, but honestly, that's going to be the reality as you level, right? Unless the fact that people are walking around with all legendary stuff right now, all level 15 purple and yellow legendaries, is only because they've had 4 weeks to camp out at this level. That's not going to be the reality. You're going to be moving right onto the forest. If you haven't replaced your gear, then you're going to just move on and fight through it. It would be my guess. Just because those vendors are just so spotty and giving you the level of gear you need. Now, maybe at the other side of that gate, like we talked about, maybe there's a vendor that sells level 15 gear only or level 16 to 25 gear only. And that'll certainly help because you'll be able to walk through that gate and instantly get a boost based on equipment. I'm going to run around and see if I can find any ring bosses up. Let's see. So the guy next to Garrett Square. There's one in the middle area, right? Don, you know by heart where all the ring bosses are? And
yeah,
all the jewelry bosses?
Yeah.
I know there's a couple by Garrett Square. I'm heading out towards the stairs where Flax, I think his name is. Felix, Flax, whatever his name is. Here, why don't you invite me to a group? Might as well group up. See what 2 of these guys can do together.
Yeah, it's just not fair.
What's that?
These poor mobs.
Oh, yeah. Only level 9. And so far leveled past them now.
Yep, looks like he's up. Oh, no, that's 2. That's 2 skull.
Yeah, we got to get a little bit further. I was going to try him yesterday, if you remember, but while I was healing up, a Slayer came and took him out.
No, not up.
All right, so we'll run to the square here, which I have actually a quest to turn in over there anyway. I really do hope they end up with mounts in the game later on. But I can understand why they're not in early, because you could just run by all these mobs. Let's see, I think my turn in is over here. I'll finish this later. Let me clear some stuff. Just kind of throwing this silver away, but
see if he's up. See if the necklace boss is up.
Oh, okay, yeah, thanks. Got a +4 wounds and +4 leadership neck. I'm gonna equip that because all I'm losing is 7 crush resist. I don't need that. And who knows? I don't think we know. Have you tested? That'd be tough to test. I feel like right now is resists.
Yeah, there's not enough. I don't think there's enough fire damage and magic damage.
Yeah, you have to find those mobs that throw like the cocktails at you.
Right.
So those things actually do a lot of damage, but I don't know if you could find enough gear. That guy's not up.
He's not up. No.
All right, what's next?
You want to port down to Barry? He's always up, down at the bottom of the map.
Van Square.
Yeah.
I think, Aaron. I think all the bosses, the jewelry bosses, are 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Go ahead. See you. You have to make sure you run. I assume you already have this.
Yeah. I'll drop.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not up.
Not up. Check the dog. Where's he from? Near the docks? No. There is a guy near the docks though, right?
Yeah, yeah, there is. Do you have the Goldberg docks?
Yeah. Let me look. I'm trying to remember. I thought I killed one jewelry boss, but I could be wrong. Nope. Got nothing.
He's not up.
Yeah, because he's just right over here, right? Easy to find. All right, go to
Temple of Sigmar.
Yep. I'm actually excited about the Warrior Priest again, to be honest. I don't know how long I'll stay excited. I mean, if I don't get another good weapon for another 20 levels or something.
He can be beefy.
Yep. What are your autos hitting for?
The first one usually 220, 230. The last one about 250, 260.
Really, that much? Mine are only hitting like...
Oh, I'm using my hammer. That's why I've got 100 damage hammer.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, looks like he's...
Yeah, it's right here. Right, isn't that him?
Yeah.
Audrus. Uh-oh. Did I get lucky or did you get it? I got it. Nice. Oh, you dropped group. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
All right, let me quit
keep going. Let's push through. Let me see if this guy's here.
What two roles are engineer? Well, the one engineer is really kind of based on the rifle and turrets. Getting lucky right now. And the other one I think is more based on what pistol and
mallet.
And hammer. This guy is so beefy.
Yeah.
Like I need a skill to reduce armor or something. And I guess the other one is just more focused on DPS. So I'd say the turret guy, I'd call more of a support class. And then the other one is more pure DPS would be, I guess, how you could describe it. Yeah, like Aaron said in chat, I just noticed support or DPS. God, so much bag maintenance. Oh no, I don't want to equip that.
Let's check Nasher.
Yeah, I just gotta drop more equipment. Nasher is closer to the next. Oh no, I gotta cross over the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Like I said yesterday, geography is not my strong suit. I do like Righteous for just running through mobs. I like the idea that I hope they continue this this boss strategy throughout all the levels. Just finding name bosses and getting good drops from them, you know, on a timer. And I love the fact that they made them bind, so that people aren't camping.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, what's going to be interesting is if they put anything into the game similar to like the apostate brace in Celtic Heroes from Nasher. You know, where it's just completely random, super overpowered loot, but you've got a 0.01% chance of the boss spawning, and you just have to camp it. That's old school. I mean, that was EverQuest. That game, you would camp stuff sometimes for days waiting for, and there you'd camp something, and you'd have a group of people camping there, and there'd be an order. You'd get yours, and then you'd have to keep grinding away till the next guy got theirs, and it could really be sometimes several days. What is the other one that we're missing? There's a guy like in a hallway somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, down by if you go to the Goldberg docks again.
Well, no, isn't there one up here too, or down by Templar in the upper right hand corner? Or do we already check that guy?
We did those two.
Oh yeah.
We can check the necklace. It's right behind us again.
Go ahead.
This way.
Need some boots of speed or something. Oh, this guy, yeah.
I'm gonna have to drop off here in a minute.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. I'm probably not going to go too much longer. I may just do another run through of.
He's not up.
No.
Well, thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, we'll do it more. I mean, maybe when the new levels come out, we can. If it'd be fun if you have to start grouping, right? If stuff gets hard enough, we have to start grouping. We'll get on. A bunch of us get on a stream together.
That'd be great.
The game music, Barrett. It's not too bad. I gotta say, I typically turn off music in these games right away because it repeats itself so much that you just get sick of it. But I've had it down so low the whole time that I haven't had to turn it off. Report back down to the docks. Check that guy again because it's been about 10 minutes since we were down there. But yeah, I think I should be able to solo. The only one I probably still could solo that one beefy guy, but it would take me a while to kill him.
The guy at the docks is not up.
No, yeah, I accidentally went to the Great Square anyway. All right. Well, yeah, it's good having you. And I don't know, we'll do something else another time. Did you want to check real quick the Archmage healer, and or we could do that maybe tomorrow. We'll play our Archmages and do some testing on weapons and how that affects the heals.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, we'll talk to you later, Don.
All right, thanks.
All right. And I'm gonna stick on the stream for a few more minutes. Check some bosses. Check Discord, see if anything's going on over there. Not much. Any other questions on the YouTube channel? Probably going to call it quits here in a few more minutes, but if I've got any other questions that I can answer, I certainly will. I'm not too sure if I'm going to stream anymore until they come out with new content. You know, maybe I'll get some other people lined up to jump on the stream with me. I like that, having Don on as a guest. I got some other clannies from Celtic Heroes that probably would come on, and I'll probably do that when we need to start grouping too. You know, set it up like this where the entire group can be on voice. Once I'm on my iPad playing, I'll have some space on the right hand side. Could even turn our videos on. I can stack our videos. Might do that to see if some people want to be on video camera. Add a little bit to it. I think so, Aaron. I think I'm going to start with this guy. I was thinking engineer, but I think I might start with this guy. I might try and get him a little bit better gear. You know, at least get him some leveled up gear. And I'll probably go check the auction house, actually, see what's in there for cheap. Get this guy a little beefy. But I'm digging the heal. I mean, it's with this weapon, it's not bad. Almost 500. It's half my hit points. Got my Shield of Righteous to hold me over. And I can beef that heal up another 30%. I probably will put my first 3 ability points, so level 16, 7, and 18 into the heal for another 30%. And I'll probably put all my stat points into wounds for a little while to beef up my well, weapons and wounds, but no more in focus for a little while. Because I think with that 30%, that heal is going to be doing what, about 600-700, and that's going to be really good. Yeah, that was huge. Weapon damage is a game changer in multiple regards. Clearly, you're doing more damage. And that's, I think, the best weapon I've seen at level 15 for all classes has been 100 damage. So Don seems to have the best one for warrior priest that we've seen. I've seen a bow that was 100 damage, but I don't think I've seen anything higher. Probably should sell to this guy as long as I'm right here. Probably should keep a shield for the heck of it. No reason to keep that. Or that. So for anybody that hasn't been with us, what some people already knew, but that we definitely tested, is that weapon damage adds significantly to not only your damage, but to your heal spell. And I imagine it adds a lot to other classes as well. It probably needs to be tested on all classes to see what it affects. Does it affect, does it affect a engineer's turrets somehow? I'm not sure. But it definitely affects heal. Where's the level 15 vendor that the equipment vendors that are in the different areas? You've got your class specific, and then you also have non-class specific. And I think I read that or saw somewhere that they are different levels. So one of them can have up to level 15 gear. It's not that guy or that guy. It's got to be. Is there an equipment guy near Templar besides the priest? Yeah, maybe this guy over here. Is he the level 15 guy? Maybe I should be trying to buy out this shop. Make sure nobody else is around, and then I'll do it. Thanes, come on. Come on, Thanes, get out of here. And we'll buy a couple things, see what happens. What's the cheapest? Got some 2 gold. See, this stuff it can be up to level 15. Snipe him. I don't think he's buying anything. It doesn't seem like anything's changing. Oh, it just refreshed too. Let me actually go check the priest vendor, although somebody's probably already sniped it all if it was anything good. I wish I would have known that was... Actually, this isn't my good guy, so I don't want to buy anything. Look at all the warrior priests. Maybe I can snipe some of these guys. I don't like to lose. I like the idea of armor, but I don't like to lose wounds to get armor. That's why you got to get the legendary stuff. I'm gonna hit the auction house. No problem, Richard. It was decent. Liked having the guests. Looking forward to the update. Hoping that it starts to make group play more of a thing, so I can have more people group with some people, get them on the stream. Explore some content together like Don and I did today. That'll be fun. Commentate on the group play mechanics. I think I've got, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my tank warrior priest on because I've got a bank full of equipment, colored equipment on him. That most likely are upgrades. So no reason to spend money if I can just get it from him. So we'll go over by the bank while I log him in. let's see what I'm lacking. I am lacking a lot, I think. That's pretty good. Level 12. Level 8 green. I'm sure that can be upgraded. Level 3 legs, so I can definitely look for legs. Level 8 boots. Look for boots. Level 10 accessory. It's got weapon skill. I'm sure that can get better. That's got weapon skill as well. Definitely got to hit some more jewelry bosses. But let's see. My tank warrior priest is almost on. Gonna get him to the bank where he's got a bunch of equipment. Only thing that sucks is if I play this healer in the next update, I'm going to have to probably at least max his rep out with the Templar area. Which will be a bit more of a grind. All right, so on my other screen, I am running my warrior priest tank to the bank. And I'm going to see what equipment he has that I can pass over. I've also got some equipment that is damaged that I can go repair. I know I've got some legendary boots. All right, so let's see what we've got for boots compared to these guys. Those suck. Gloves, level 6, exceptional. More armor. No good. No good. Oh, I've got some level 15 boots. 14 armor. 0 initiative, 0 focus. And fire resist. Let's transfer those over. My legs. Lose some wounds, but gain some armor. Level 12. It's a lot of armor. All right, so what are we going to trade? We've got that, that. Need that. Transfer a bunch of potions. Are you normally 100% FTP, spend a little or a good bit? Yeah, definitely without auto follow, multi-boxing would be a pain. You know, one thing, let me try a trick that I use in Celtic Heroes. Let me try and put these guys side by side for a second. Let's see. So this is my warrior priest here. Get him in the distance a little bit. I'm going to target him. Yeah, I couldn't run away fast enough because of the lag. So the idea there is I do this in Celtic Heroes all the time when I'm dual boxing. I'll either cast a heal on the other character or like bandage wounds, and then he'll just chase him until he can cast a spell. Yeah, that's what I just tried, Aaron, but the lag, even though the lag was too much. I mean, it doesn't seem like it should be, but okay, so I've got the heal again. We get some distance. Let me start running. Yeah, I was running away from that guy when he cast. Gotta wait again. Doesn't feel good. Not with how fast paced the game is. Unless you plan on sitting and grinding mobs at the same spot, or the game really slows down later on, I don't see dual boxing being a very beneficial thing to do. Me personally, and I'm a person who dual boxed every game. In EverQuest, I used to play 5 characters at a time. Lose a little bit of wounds. We're gaining a lot of armor. Still need to replace these boots. Let's check the auction house. I'm always overburdened. Actually, I'm not right now. Oh, this guy here. Yeah, like I never sold. Oh, you're saying that's why the guy keeps catching me. That's true. That is very true. I've got like 100 items on that guy I haven't sold. I was spending a lot of gold trying to get some legendaries. All right, what can we find in here? Anything? Armors. Filter by warrior priest. Ooh. Those are pretty nice, but do I want to spend 2 gold? 3 gold, just about. That's pretty nice. +5 focus. I'd lose only fire resist and magic resist and gain focus, reason. I'm gonna have to snatch that up. What's this one? Wounds +3. Let's look at all the circlets. 40 hours left. +5 focus, leadership, and armor. Add bid. Buy that guy out. I bought it. What's next? Let's look at boots. Feet. That's it. That's all we got for feet. Man, maybe I should put some feet, some boots in the auction house that I've got. Let's look at armors. We looked at head. Let's look at torso. Nothing. This filter is a little bit janky. Could use some work. We looked at feet. We looked at torso. Let's look at legs. What are these legs? Plus the armor, crush, weapon skill. Oh yeah, let's see. We need to fork over some gold from the old tank. Got to run his overburdened butt over to the auction house. Might take a week. If you're a warrior priest and you're watching the stream, don't come snake these legs from me. I'm snatching them. Well, no, it probably won't let me trade. Too many trade requests. Wait a moment. Let's trade this way. And we're going to go ahead and give you 2 gold, 97 silver. I don't want to receive items. I want to trade items, so it doesn't matter. Confirm, confirm, confirm. Got it. Armor, legs, warrior priest. Can't imagine these are better. I probably should look at them though. Nope. Nice that the mailbox was right next to the bank and the auction house. I mean, I guess it's in the middle, but I'd rather it be closer to the auction house. You don't need the mailbox when you go to the bank. Alright, so those are pretty good upgrades. Let's go test that out now. I'm gonna go test that out in the end mobs at the north gate. See what we can do to like the 3-star. All right. Let's go take some of these guys on. Dodge that? Dodge that. 613, not bad. I'll take that. So my heal should do about half my hit points. Use Righteous here. See how we do against a 3 skull. We're gonna fight a couple at the same time too. Took out that 3 skull pretty quick. This game is all definitely about the equipment. How you spec is going to be important again as well, but equipment is just so much of the game. Oops. No, you're not digging the warrior priest, Aaron. What are you thinking? Gonna go archmage healer or neither? Oh, I'm gonna die. Got it off. These 3 stars, they still are hitting me really hard. To the point where I'm gonna go through a lot of potions if I do this. Yeah, I'm not sure yet how many are gonna play warrior priest. We still gotta. I'd start by playing whatever interests you. You know, things will balance out. Some will start a class, not like it. The important thing is to pick something that you plan to play and you can get to level 50. Doesn't matter what it is, really. Leveling a second character will always be faster than the first one. Plus, the guild will need warrior priest tanks and warrior priest healers. Stuck again. All right, well, with that, I am going to call it for the day. Probably the last class I'm going to level before they open the gates here for the next zone. And so, I don't know, maybe I'll do something else, get some other people on, talk about the game, test some more stuff out. Until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.